a man known to this village as everybody's coach. Nobody better to give you Coach Erik's play of the day than the coach himself, Coach Erik Robinson.
Great morning. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Can y'all see me today? Am I clear?
Crystal clear.
I don't got the canary yellow on like woo. But for y'all today, OMG, in the words of Dr. Teresa O'Day. OMG. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching today. You don't want to turn that dial. You want to get your pen and paper out because today is going to be Q&A. That's right. Today is going to be Stump the Chump. And I'm going to put myself in a chump seat. Now, here's the thing. I can be in a chump seat and y'all can ask me some questions, ask the Q&A with the ED, everybody's coach. Now, here, one thing I always tell people, if you don't ask the questions, that might put you in a chump seat. You know why? Because you leave away without the answers that you want.
Nugget.
And for those who come to our transformation tonight, our lab for the ladies, y'all gonna understand. You're gonna leave differently because I see a lot of folks. I see a lot of y'all who already signed up. If you've already signed up for Built Differently, just type in yeah, type in yes, type in me, shout it out.
Yes.
Me.
Yeah.
Not me.
It's going to be transformational. Do y'all, I'm telling y'all, some of y'all, I see the transformation already happen. Did y'all hear Giovanna talking? Did she sound like a different person?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, man.
Yeah, right. She's coming. Yesterday, me and her had a long conversation. It's going to be transformational, y'all. Trust me. You're going to see your income grow. This is specifically designed to give you the transformation to grow your income. So, one of the things I always talk about, people don't ask the questions that they need to ask. How do you sign up? You go to 120agencyplan.com. Somebody can click the link in there. It's tonight. It starts at 8. We say 7:45 to give people a little bit of time. But it's going to be from 8 to probably 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to somewhere around the line of 10, 10:30, maybe 11. It depends upon how far y'all want to go. I always say about 2 hours. I know somebody say, the mind can endure, the mind can absorb as much as the butt can endure.
Right?
If anybody's ever been to our training, it's personalized. So I don't want to stop. If somebody's having a transformation, having a breakthrough, I'm not going to stop it because of the clock. Are y'all with me? That's why we don't let Troy in. Troy he's not the clock man at our events like this when we do it inside the studio, because sometimes people need to pour out. Are y'all with me? And when others are sharing and pouring, sometimes it's you're receiving. That's what y'all do every day. Y'all share your success stories, and sometimes some other people receive it. And y'all encourage one another. So ladies, it's just for the ladies. Built Differently is just for women. So I'll probably be the only man in the room. I will be the only man in the room. Unless I heard somebody say, Eric, I'm gonna put on a skirt and change my name on the Zoom.
That wasn't me. No.
Don't call him out.
Don't do it.
If I was him, I would do that, but you can't. All right, this is not neutral gender. This is for women, born naturalized women. Now I don't want to get no calls about somebody who's been converted over. Maybe you can come too, but if you can't walk into a ladies' restroom without somebody looking at you side-eyed, then
can't put a female profile picture on the screen.
No, we ain't doing no catfishing.
Okay.
No fishing here. No catfishing. No trout fishing. None of that. Ain't nothing fishy going on up in here.
Man.
All right. No.
Monique, we'll bring it back.
This is like walking in Victoria's Secret. This is going to be like roses and petals and everything. All right. So, ladies, come ready to not have to worry about anything. And trust me, somebody said, Eric, why are you doing this as a guy? Who? Man, if you ever spent any time around Dr. Mary, she don't let nothing go. I've been around women most of my life. I got 2 daughters, 3 granddaughters, and a wife. I'm surrounded. And my son was always gone playing sports. And when he went away to college for 6 years, I was stuck in the house, the only guy in the house. And then remember, also my wife's mom lived with us. So for 16 years, my wife's mom lived with us. I had my mother, my wife. Well, I had her mother, my wife, her mother, and her 2 daughters.
Mm.
And I was the only guy in the room. And I seen it all, from the menopause to the diaper draws. I'm telling you, I've seen it all. I know what y'all going through.
Mm.
And you have a talk with my husband, because he just disappears. He's like, he just clocks out.
I couldn't disappear. It's sometimes I wanted to disappear. Sometimes it made me feel like I was disappeared. I'm like, man, I'm standing right here. I be doing this. And then Mary Mom, let me tell you about your dad. I'm like, y'all do know I'm still here. And then my daughter like, my boyfriend, yeah. I'm like, I'm getting the boyfriend, I'm getting the husband, and I'm getting the ex. I get what y'all saying. Are y'all with me? And just being 40 years in sales,
in the room, but not in the room.
A lot of women miss where they need to get to because of what I'm going to share with y'all. So Q&A time. First hand up. I see the sacred plug. Troy, do you mind helping me, guiding me with the hands?
All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna bring. Who do we got first? All right. First hand I see the sacred plug. Miss LaShonda Durden. LaShonda, talk to us. What's your question? What you got?
Y'all got to do a better job of edification. Come on now.
I got the sacred plug, the #1 lady out there. This lady is blazing the trail. She is leading the pack. And when you talk about creativity, she's also a minister. I mean, she's a community activist. She is the sacred plug for a reason. She connects people to greatness. Talk to us, LaShonda Durden.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate y'all for this platform so much. So I got 2 things. So first, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already gotten a ticket for someone in your life, if you are a gentleman, get a ticket for a female to go and participate in Built Differently. It is life changing. I promise. I've already said over and over again, I know it's a lot of new people on the call, that you will not be disappointed. There will probably be nothing that you will go into this space wanting that you won't get. So that's first. So that
And
was
I'm giving a money back guarantee, 100% money back guarantee. After the 2 sessions, if you're not satisfied, you got your value, 100% money back guarantee, no questions asked. I'll just refund you your money. I don't want to keep your money if you ain't get nothing out of it. If you ain't get your dollar money worth, if you ain't walking out here thinking I should have paid $5,000, if you're not thinking you got your money's worth, then I know it's a $5,000 transformation. If you don't walk out of here thinking you got your $100 worth, I'll just refund you the money, no questions asked.
Awesome, thank you. So my question is, as we're building teams, we talk a lot about building teams and duplication. I know that the blueprint is already in effect for us to ensure duplication. Can you talk about how you deal with dependency and what that system might look like, and what must be in place to ensure that when we get these strong personalities, they don't destabilize the culture while keeping production high?
Oh, awesome. Team culture dependency. You said a lot there. Let me unpack. The first thing is I believe in this. One is, what's your foundation? We have team standards, and I'll make sure everybody get our team standards. It was up on it before, and I gave it to somebody. Me and 𝗍𝗍cie was talking, and I showed her the standards because she was talking, because she had somebody say, 𝗍𝗍cie, did you go over the standards with this? And that was on me to make sure that she didn't have the standards. So if I look at the standards, right? If I look at the standards, that sets the tone. For example, if I say, hey, what are the team standards? It's going to help you go somewhere with it, right? Hold on a second. Let me pull it up real quick. Because that's one of the things, is you either in or you out following the standards. So our team standards, USAX team standards of excellence. 1, be respectful of others. 2, attend the events with your cameras on, right? 3, get on board in the first 48 hours. 4, be ready to test if you're not licensed in 2 weeks. Set the bar. You're not licensed in 2 weeks. Book 5, what do we do? Everybody gets a green sheet. Talking about compliances. Be on time. Always be learning. Go green in 24 hours. So if you're licensed, you need to go green and win 24 hours. And I'm going to call you 3 to 4 times a week. That's the standard. If I got a new partner, I should be contacting you 3 to 4 times a week. Now you got to get to work. Let's make your list. Let's start work. Let's go to work. Right now, that's the standard. All right. And then get in the 3x5 club. So where you want to be in the 3x5 club. So what happens is, if those are the standards, no matter what your personality is, are you going to live? Are you going to follow the standards? You're not going to follow the standards. You're going to leave anyway, then go. See, once you start letting go of the people, I need this person, you don't. You know, a lot of McDonald's are still standing, and they have a lot of people come and go through McDonald's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Popeyes are still serving chicken. Some people are like, I don't like Popeyes. They still serving chicken. Yeah, a lot of people come and go through Popeyes. Are y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
What's the standards? Troy, you spent, 30 plus years at UPS. Did everybody survive UPS?
Absolutely not.
I made it for 3 days. They had me packing boxes. I'm driving trucks. They're like, man, you just got a license. I'm like, I'm driving trucks. I'm like 19 years old. And they had me in there packing boxes in a hot truck. I'm like, oh, no, this ain't for me. Gone. But UPS is still standing. You follow me? So as a company, you got to be okay with letting go. I've been let go before.
Hey.
As a company, you got to be okay. And I'm like, I'm a top salesperson. Like, well, okay, I'm managing the dealership. Okay. So think about this. The Baltimore Ravens got rid of their head coach. The Atlanta Falcons got rid of their head coach. This guy's a head coach in the NFL. It's only 28 jobs. He's one of the 28 jobs, and they still got rid of him. Are y'all catching me?
Oh,
so
yeah.
Owner of the Falcons, like, I got to let you go. Why? Because my standard, I got a Mercedes-Benz stadium out there, right? And the Mercedes ain't doing it. We're going to put somebody else's name on it. But I got payrolls. I'm paying people millions of dollars, right? So my standards. So how you operate. It doesn't make a difference how talented you are, how smart you are, how sharp you are. If you ain't going to fit the standards, if you ain't going to get it on, then take your blank butt home. If you ain't going to get it on, take your blank butt home. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. That's one of the things. So when I'm operating, I'm okay with letting go. See, most people are afraid to let go. Now, here's the thing. Before you let go, the question was, did you pull them up? I don't care how great they are. They still need to know the process. And so when you put the process in play, and if some people say, hey, Eric, I'm not going to follow the process, I let them go run. Let them go run, okay? Your team's going to be full of some vegetarians, some Sagittarians, some meat eaters, right? Some vegans. Are y'all catching me? There are going to be multiple styles and personalities in your organization. Allow them to be them. You run your business with your standards. Now, here's the thing, though. I'm going to let y'all know. Sometimes, and I had a conversation with a young lady yesterday, and this was, she was like, Eric, man, my family don't support me. Nah, stop saying that. Sometimes you ain't ready. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you ain't ready. And that's okay. That's why we're having ladies. That's why we're doing built differently. So you can be ready. This ain't no make excuse session. This is taking you from here. We got assessments. We're going to measure you from here, like really scientifically measure you from here to you say where you want to go. I'm not going to determine where you want to go, but we're going to give you the blueprint to where you say you want to go based off of facts, data. Is that making sense? Sometimes we ain't ready. Eric, your team should be bigger. Well, maybe Eric ain't ready. Eric, you got to elevate. I got to get more coaching. Darren, I can't. We was doing once a week. I need twice a week. I need you to come talk to my team. Are y'all catching me? Elevation is everything rises and falls on leaders. Everything rises and falls on leadership, y'all. So when you embrace that as the leader, now Eric, you got other leaders on your team. Will help elevate the leaders. Is that making sense? So that's what I realized. And ladies, it's harder for y'all because sometimes y'all don't connect with other women personality. Oh my goodness, I'm watching Clash of the Titans, and I'm like, man, why are y'all doing it? You know, it looked like a tiger fight, and y'all don't even realize it. You got this invisible force field around you blocking your blessings. Man, look at her. Who she thinks she with her red bottoms? Man, that's a red Sharpie. I know a pink job when I see one. Those ain't real. But anyway, those are knockoffs. Let me see what kind of bag. Let me see your bag. That's like that Coach bag. Let me see your bag. They're looking to see if that's a knockoff or real. Who cares? Are y'all with me? So sometimes some of y'all walk around with these invisible force fields that's blocking your team for what you thought is the way to go. That's only your thought. That's not the reality, but it's your reality. So what we're going to have to do is break your reality to change it to yours so you can reach your destiny. Sometimes your reality is really false. But if you think it's true, you operate like it's true. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that answered your question. I know I gave a lot.
Thank you, Coach. Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Troy, who we got next hand? Let's see if you can we ought to edify the next person properly.
Oh,
this
next one, she follows the bar and takes it to the same level and does even a little bit more because she is a professional at what she does. To the highest level, she is an MBA and insurance and tax pro. We're talking about the anointed. Yes, she comes with the wisdom of the word as well, and she puts it all into effect so that each and every one of the families can get what they need to have their house in order. We talking about none other than Mrs. Monique Pinckney, your insurance and tax pro.
Thank you so much, Mr. Troy Gandy. And thank you, Coach, for this opportunity. Looking forward to tonight. 2 questions. What mistakes does producers make when transitioning into an agency to build? I'm asking that question because I never wanted to build before, but I'm building now with my husband. And then secondly, how do we build duplication without sacrificing quality?
Goes back to what I was saying with LaShawn, standards. Are you operating with the standards? Okay. One thing producers make, let me tell you, this is the big thing. This is I learned this a long time because I was a top producer and I went into management selling cars. So, and fortunately, I worked with an organization that was really good at molding promoting from within. A lot of dealerships in the country, it's changing managers from this person to this person, kind of like the NFL, like the coach from the Ravens got fired. The next day he got hired in New York. The coach from the Cleveland Browns got fired. Now he's the Atlanta Falcons coach, right? They recycle the same people. There's no promotion growth from within. So I was fortunately blessed to have a company that was learned how to promote and grow from within. Right. And you look at our organization, a lot of our executive directors, when we came, a lot of people was already grandfathered in because they've been in the industry for 15, 20 years. We took people with no experience, myself, Uncle Jock, Judy, Jimmy, right? We took people and brought them up from that, never building, Leah Lee, and created executive directors who never had really built large teams. 𝗍𝗍 𝗃 never really built large teams, showed them how to build. So what's the mistake most producers make is forgetting that they're part of a team when it goes time to build. The producers forget how they got there. Y'all act like y'all built it. No, somebody recruited you. You're part of somebody's team. So you're thinking like, oh, I don't want to build a team because I'm not building, because I'm just me. But you would never be producing in an organization if nobody recruited you. So that's the one thing producers got to remember. You are a recruit to somebody.
Good point.
So as much as you're producing, you're also a recruit. Now, that doesn't mean you got to go out there and start recruiting, but it means you understand you are a part of the process because producers sometimes don't believe in the process. It's a mindset. They're like, nah, man, all that recruiting, I don't want to get out here and go sell. The mindset is recruiting is not real, doesn't matter. And yet here you are as a recruit. Are you catching me? Here you are as a recruit. Sometimes we forget. It's like in sports. You forget you playing for the Falcons. You forget the jersey has the Falcons because it got your name on the back, but on the side got the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Right? So you keep seeing, you read the press about your name and you're the superstar, and you forget you're playing on a team, the Falcons. You didn't create the team. That team's been around for years. Right? Yeah, they pay you a lot of money, so you think you're the superstar, but guess what? When your playing career is over, it's over.
And the team's still there.
And the team is still there.
Good point.
Right? The team is still there. So they forget that they're part of the team. So producers forget that they're part of the team. So you don't have to stop being a producer. It's not an either or. It can be an and. Most people opt out. Monique, and that's what we're going to talk about to the ladies and built differently. I see so many women opting out. Like my phone at some point, the Apple say you will need to update. It's funny, I have a banking app and it says you want to update. It gives me an option. Do you want to update now or later? I always keep clicking later, But at some point, it's going to say you can't get in this app no more. It's no longer working. You need to go to the App Store and update. They're going to force you to update. And see, most people wait for the forcible updates. They don't have the vision to say, okay, let me get the latest version. Why? Because we're so used to hanging on to old. And we can't progress with new. Y'all catching me? I got an old bag phone, still holding on to it. Remember the old bag phone? I should bring it to, because I still hold on to why I think it's going to be a relic. I got a computer in my garage. I need space in my garage. I got an old computer. I'm like, one day when I get my office, I'm going to have this nostalgia computer. And it's just taking up space. It's got the big old monitor, big old screen. Man, that thing's so heavy. For years, literally years, I had a big screen TV in my basement. I tried to get rid of it one time. The trash man wouldn't take it. They're like, man, that got the old tubes, whatever. They got the mercury in it. We can't even use that. I'm like, man, you understand? This is like a Sony. I paid $3,000. This was like one of the first Sony high definition tubes. It wasn't like the projection tube, and I couldn't get rid of it. And for years, finally, I called this guy. So, man, just get out. My wife's like, Eric, why you still got this? It don't play with all. You got a flat screen now. We don't need that no more. The TV's on the wall. You can't even pick this thing up. It takes people to pick it up, let alone put it on the wall. And it was only like 32 inches. It wasn't like a 50-inch. Back then, that was something, right? I had to find somebody special to get rid of it. Well, Eric, why didn't you just get rid of it? We hold on to what we think is. And producers hold on to a thought process that's not really real. So that was the first question. You still produce, you can produce and build. There's no either or. When you're building, ladies and gentlemen, we got more time in the day than we think. We freaking waste time. So what you should do is track your time, track your data. Most people don't want to track it. Why? Because you track it, you're like, oh, you're afraid of what you're doing. Heck, I'm hustling every day. I'm hustling. That's a good song, nice beat. But every day you ain't hustling. Every day you out there BSing. You're BSing yourself. Great people eliminate the BS filters to themselves. It don't feel good when you first start working out at the gym, when you haven't worked out before. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm sore. Can you go back again? The people got the body like this, these pecs are sold separately. Now, I've been missing, since it's been cold, I've been missing. I blamed on the cold. Eric, when you shoveling snow so you don't have to do your push-ups and sit-ups. Why not? It takes me literally 2 minutes. I haven't done it in probably about 3 or 4 days. Why? It's cold outside. What that got to do with you inside? I've never done push-ups outside, but yet my mind is saying it's cold outside, so don't do the push-ups. Are you with me? You can't work out because it's cold. We start making these lies and start believing the lies. So that's the story for a producer, Monique. Stop believing the lie that you can't build, because it doesn't take that long to build. Just plan out a few minutes of the day and then tell people to do what you're doing. So here's the second part. Can I go over a few minutes, y'all? Because I want to make sure we get to tomorrow. The second part, most producers are afraid. They fear building, Monique, because they think nobody's going to do what they do. I'm a top producer. Nobody's going to perform like me. And I don't want my income dependent on somebody else. That's an either or statement. If you still produce and you got other people helping you, that's a plus. Yeah, but what if they get charged? They start thinking about the negative. But what if they get charged back then? I'm going to have to start for this, and all the kind of stuff. And I heard, yeah. Okay. All right, not a problem. You can make money without producing, without building. But when you get sick, get hurt, get injured, something stops, you get old, your income stops. At some point, I learned this gentleman told me the other day, he's like, man, this guy's net worth, they say, is over $500 million. Built one of the largest agencies in one of our competitor companies. Now we're partnering with him, Monty Holmes from AOG. And he used to be the president of WFG and the largest builder, over 30,000 agents. His mindset was, everything comes to those who build a big base shop. Those who build a big agency. Everything good comes to those who build a big agency. Well, this guy's worth $500 million. Made hundreds of millionaires. And he's saying everything comes to those who build a big base shop. When I look at 𝗱cie, we got people crossing, you got the $2 million ring. We got 2 people now hit the $2 million ring in a year. $2 million income in a year. And guess what? They got the largest teams. What? They're not the largest individual producers. They got one of the largest teams.
Mm-hmm.
My coach Darren's like, man, $1.6 million, got the largest team. Now he got people who are just individual producers. They may make 200,000, 300,000, which is good, but they ain't making $1.6 million on an individual penny. Are you with me?
Right.
It's a difference, y'all. Are y'all catching that?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, I met with a guy the other day. He said, Eric, I made $1 million by myself, just me and my wife and my daughter. But he's like, I'm looking at coming being a part of a team because at some point he said, I can't do this forever. Yeah, I bust my butt to get to $1 million by myself. So I know it can be done, but can I do it consistently?
Right.
He said, Eric, I'm getting older, man. It took me 30 years in this industry to get to the million. It took me 30 years. Not a bad thing after 30 years, but he knows, I know I can't sustain it. Make sense?
Yes.
So that's to the producers. Stop lying to yourself that you can only do either or. Hopefully that answered your question.
Thank you, Coach. Yes.
Troy, we got.
All right. And the next speaker or questionnaire will be coming from none other than our lady that loves to roar with all types of wisdom and inspire each and every one of you to turn your stories into legacies. Let's go with the Griot Leo, Mrs. Tawana Chisley.
Okay. Kind of flip my question a little bit.
That's because Monique probably took half of it.
What happens? She usually does, by the way. What happens, and you're going to probably say, get out your feelings, but when you're feeling like you're the last man, woman standing, and I'll use the word slightly feeling alone because your leadership is not here, quote unquote. How do you continue to process this? Like I come on here, I'm still part of your team, so to speak, Coach, but I do have my own ED. And I'm like, why am I still here in the mornings, in the rising, however you want to put it, if there's nobody else here to support me?
Well, Tawana, I think you answered your own question, but you're not in your feelings. You're in your state, your mind state, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, so first of all, be free. What Tawana just did is more empowering than disabling. Empowering for the sense that you're assessing yourself and your feelings. Most people don't want to do that, Tawana. They don't want to assess where they are. Okay, so they feel a certain way and they accept the feeling. You're challenging the feeling that you have, and then you're seeking answers. That's the start of greatness. First of all, that's what I'm saying. That's the start of greatness. Hit me what I said. I didn't say that's the start of goodness. I've been around a lot of people. That's the start of greatness. Now, I pray you receive what I just said. So, what you do is what you're doing. You're coming to build differently. You got your team. You bought a ticket for somebody else. I'm bringing somebody with me to build differently. Why? Because whether built differently is the answer. That's not just it. It's you are seeking the answer. That's the start of greatness. Seeking the change. You follow me? Seek and you what?
Shall find.
Shall find.
Most
don't seek. They stay in the feelings. So you become the leader. All right. I'm telling you, most of my career, I didn't in car industry, being managing dealerships, that nobody was. Somebody gave me a tap on the shoulder and said, Eric, I got my first management job. I'll never forget. Because I did some stuff for the guy. Right. I ain't gonna say what I did, but statute of limitations ain't over yet. So I did some stuff for the manager, helped him out in the situation where he was in. So guess what he did? He promoted me. All right. So that's how I got my first management gig, because somebody promoted me because I helped him out in the bind. Right. Relationships, connection. And I stayed connected to this guy ever since. And he's gave me multiple jobs as manager. But after that, I was on my own. and I had to progress, right? And I decided I am that leader. I am that guy because it's been in me. So some of y'all, we're built differently. You got to understand how you built, and so now you might not be around. You could be a lion surrounded by hyenas.
Mm, mm, mm.
Right? And just like in the Lion King, they can take you down.
Mm.
You follow what I'm saying? Doesn't mean you're a lion, just mean you got beat up by some hyenas. And if you stay in that pack long enough, they can kill you. Or definitely injure you to the point you don't even feel like a lion. You're like, man, that little sheep over there is more powerful than me because I've been beat up by these hyenas. The sheep has more powerful than I do. And so some of y'all are feeling like lions with the power of a sheep. So what do you got to do? Change your circle before your circle changes you. That's one. But which circle do you change? You got to understand where you're trying to go. That's why you got to be so clear on what is your mission, what have you been called to do, right? And then go do it. Execution, and we're going to talk about that and build differently, our 4 pillars. I won't give y'all today, but one of them is execution. We're going to talk about. That's a low factor for so many people. Why don't you execute? We're going to drill down to that scientifically, specifically for you. So execution. And that's one of the things. For me, I feel blessed that I've been around. My father was in the military, my brother. So they've been trained for execution. So I've been raised, and I went to military high school. So for 4 years, it was all, and I'm telling you, I wasn't one of those. I graduated as a senior. They called me senior private. I was like Private Ryan. Everybody else said, the freshmen had higher rank than me. And I had to listen to what they say. Why? Because I was bucking the system for 4 years. I was bucking the system, but I still learned, right? I was bucking the system, but I still gained that knowledge. So I understood discipline. What does it mean? Every day, your uniform was sharp. Every day in high school, my uniform, they did inspection. So not like I could just get dressed and go dress the way I want to go. No, every day in high school, they expected me. For 4 years, I had an inspection. Your shoes got to be shined. Your belt buckle got to be shined. Your gig line, everything has to be in order. They come inspect your lockers. Everything's in order. So later on down the line, in the years, now I wasn't the best of students, but it made me realize how it operates. Are y'all with me? And so my parents, having a military background, was like, oh man, Eric, I see it. So I've been fortunate to witness leadership throughout my life. Everybody doesn't have that same fortune. So sometimes you got to go seek it. Okay? Now, that's why this Built Differently conference is here. So going back to your question, Tawana, you see it, you feel it. Give yourself time, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace to transform into it. Age don't give a damn. Excuse my language. You don't, well, I should have been somewhere by now. No, if you're a lion been raised by a pack of hyenas or by a pack of elephants, a pack of hippos, well, by now, no, the hippo can go underwater. You try, you're going to drown. You might have been raised by hippos, but drain the hippo. Are you with me? So don't say, well, I've been raised, you've been in this environment for so long, I should be further. That's the killer some of y'all doing. Well, where I should be. Nobody cares where you should be. Where are you going? Where are you now? Give yourself a growth chart. Okay? I'm going to get there. I had a call with a gentleman, Darren, and another agent yesterday. And all Darren kept saying is get to ED then. You got a problem, get to ED. When you get to the executive director, and then you run your business. Get to ED. Well, no. If you got a problem with your leader, you don't want to be around, then guess what you got to do? Go become that. Eric, get to ED. You don't like the way so-and-so, and I know that's not what you're saying, but the concept was the leader, Darren, who has over 200 executive directors, his concept is saying, get to ED. He didn't allow that person to absorb the situation is the situation. But we can talk about the situation, talk about the past, but I'm listening to Darren as a leader. He's like, man, I'm not allowing them to stay in the situation. I'm forcing them to start thinking, how do I change it? Are y'all catching me? Mm-hmm. My situation, I could be incarcerated right now. Mm-hmm. But you're going to, even if you're incarcerated for life, find a way to get out. Appeals. There's been people who got appeals. I met a gentleman. He said, man, he got locked up had life sentence. This was last, what was going on? Trump's inauguration. He's like, Trump pardoned me. He's like, I met him. We was down at the Watergate. He's like, yeah. He said, you know what? Trump gave me a presidential pardon. He's a championship boxer and got locked up for some things. And he said, and they threw the book at him. But what am I saying? He's like, I was reading, I was studying. I didn't allow my life sentence to leave me where I was. I knew I was a championship fighter. And so I fought. So what am I saying to y'all? Some of y'all, your minds are locked up and you're giving up. Stop giving up. Nobody cares. As long as you got breath, you got a chance. Are y'all hear me? Marvin Sapp said what? We fall. That Marvin Sapp? Don McClurkin. But we get up.
Yeah.
We fall down, but we get up. You can fall down, but you got to get up. And some of y'all are tired of falling down, so you lay down. And you fall down enough times, you ask for a pillow. You don't ask for no help to get up. You're asking for a pillow. Nah, don't ask for a pillow. Ask somebody to give you a pill so you can get better, so you can get your butt back up. It's the mindset, Tawana. See, what I heard in your question and I see in your face is two different things. Your question says this. Can I reword what you said to me? This is what I heard. I'm a champion. I took over for my leader. I'm over here dominating the show. Matter of fact, I might rename it. Courageous Conversation. This is Spilling Tea with Tawana now. That's what I heard. You follow me? That's what I heard. Now, what you said and what you felt is different than what I received. Does that make sense? Change our perception. Change your lens. See, if I reach over and grab these glasses, I may look good, may look fancy. Let me wipe them off. See, now I got these glasses. I look good, but my perception is blurred because these glasses don't have the prescription diagnosed for my eyesight. These glasses were prescribed for somebody else. So I changed I may look the same on the outside. It may seem similar, but I can't see a damn thing. So I got to change my lens and it changes my view. And now everything seems a lot clearer. Does that make sense? You got on the wrong lens. That's what the Built Different is designed to do tonight, Tawana. Help you change your lens. But when you don't know you got the wrong lens on, you just used to putting them on, you start getting accustomed to seeing foggy. And now it's what's foggy for me looks clear to you because that's what you're used to. But once you change your perception, you're like, oh my goodness. I remember the first time I got a pair of glasses. I was looking like that. I thought everybody was. I'm like, why is everybody speeding? I remember telling my brother, I said, man, they driving in the rain so fast. That's dangerous. I was like 25 years old thinking, man, they going so fast. Maybe like 30. I got my first pair. I was like 28, 30. They said, Eric, you can't see. I'm like, yes, I can. Because I'm so used to it. I thought I could see. I got good eyes. I'm 20/20. No, you ain't. And then I got a pair of glasses. I remember walking out the lens store. And I walked outside and I was like, oh my gosh, it was a store across. I said, the trees got so green. When did the trees get so green? It's like, I can see this. And I was just, and Dr. Mary was like, bro, what's going on? Y'all like, you don't understand how clear it is. I never saw that clear. I didn't even know that I was so jacked up. Because I'm thinking, how many years was I jacked up? I'm 28, 29 years old, and I'm finally getting my first pair of glasses. And all these years I was jacked up. And I didn't know it. And found it was because somebody forced me to say, Eric, go get your damn eyes checked. I didn't do it on my own. My wife did it for me. She said, Eric, go get your eyes checked. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I wasn't. So hope that answers your question, Tawana. Dr. Teresa, I see you had your hand up. Can you maybe ask it in the recap? Your hand is down. I know we're way over time, so I'm going to turn it back over to you, Troy. Let's get the recap.
All right. Well, we're just going to go with the recap, and that is going to be with none other than we talking about this phenomenal leader that we can't edify enough. She's an educator, and she's going to give you the breakdown. And not only that, she'll probably come with some more inspirational something, the one nugget that you didn't think to ask. Let me give it to you now, with none other than Dr. 𝗍𝗍 O'Day.
Like she dropped.
Did she go? Did she go? Where'd she go?
I think she dropped.
She dropped. Okay, it is 9:45, so we'll postpone the recap relay for tomorrow. Same time, same place, and you know where to be, 8:30, so that we stay obedient to the time and respectful of everybody's business. With that being said, I'm Troy Gandy, your index of voice of inspiration, and I need to let you know you just got served a master class by one of the best in the business. Give him a round of applause that he truly deserves, because he broke it down for you today, putting himself on the hot seat. And that's why you know, without a shadow of a doubt, when you come here, you're in the best place, in the right place at the right time, because the heavy hitters and winners come here. With that being said, each and every one of you, I know you've been sitting there soaking it up, taking it in. And we're going to say once again, thank you to the lady that got it started right over there, over there. Yeah, Mrs. Tawana Chisley, the Creole. Thank you, thank you. Yes, 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 yes. And to each and every one of you for getting your business started right, because we wouldn't be who we are without each and every one of you and your input on today. And you've already been thankful of the masterclass man presenter himself, none other than everybody's coach, Erik Robinson. So now that you picked up and been able to get some of his wisdom and all of his answers, let me just ask you the question. What's next?
Drill it till you kill it.
You kill it. Kill it.
Drill it till you kill it. Drill it till you kill it. It's all about the system, folks. The leaders may change, but the system stays the same. Let me tell you, plug them into it and you will be a winner. For sure. All right, that does it for me. I'm Troy Gandy, your index of voice of inspiration, signing off from Good Morning Experts. Coach Erik, back to you.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Troy.
All right, Miss Rita.
You know, I just want to say something, and I don't want to sound disingenuous or what's the word? Unsensitive, right? I tell people, hey, some people say, Erik, you know what? If I can't afford the class, I'm going to tell you, you can't not afford it. That's just the way I've always operated, right? If I can't afford it, I can't not afford it. If y'all want to know, I learned from some of the best leaders. Man, you know, my coach was mentor. He said, Erik, I was $160,000 in debt. And I didn't know what I was going to do when I started this business. He said, in credit card debt. I'm like, man, you had a $160,000 credit card limit? Shucks. They only give me $1,000. I love to be $160,000 credit card limit. That means they gave me some credit. So anyway, but find a way. Find a way. We as adults, we find a way. Erik, you understand my situation. You find you can outboss somebody. Remember when I launched one of my businesses, I took my daughter to the pawn shop, and she can tell you. Shit, I said, Erik, Dad, why you sending me to the pawn shop? I want you to go with me. Why? I got some jewelry. I'm not using it no more. I want you to go with me to the pawn shop. Why? She said, Dad, why are you doing this? Because I want you to see. I could get the money out of my bank account, but I want you to see that if I'm really serious about launching this business, I would do whatever it takes. And I want you to not let anything stand in your way. I can go to my bank account and write a check for it, but I'm not. I'm going to pawn the jewelry. Why? Because this jewelry sitting here ain't doing me no good. And this business could try to make me some money. Now, I didn't do a whole lot in that business. I made about $20,000. It was more than I made with the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? The jewelry that wasn't doing me no good. But the concept, the mindset for my daughter was, are you willing to do what it takes to get where you got to go? Right? Most of us will do it if it's comfortable. Entrepreneurship is not about comfort. It's not about creativity. It's about, are you disciplined enough to do whatever it freaking takes? And unfortunately, most people are not willing to do whatever it takes. you don't understand my situation. You're absolutely right. I don't. But find a way. I'd be like, hey, Troy, $100. I don't know you. Okay, cool. Hey, whatever. Keep up.
Very nice.
You want to find a way. And if I gave you a way out, then that's going to take away your journey. Are y'all hearing? I don't want to deprive you of your journey. We even got payment plans. You can go online. We got payment plans. I think Karma, we got different ones. So maybe, Eric, I can't use Karma. We can get Cash App Pay. We got Apple Pay. We got different ones. If you burn them all, some of them up. I know sometimes that happens. Find a way. That's my answer to y'all. If it's important for you to change your life, then you make it important to find a way. Your situation, one deal in insurance, the average deal pays $1,000 to $2,000. If this conference can help me make one deal, I've already 10 times my return. See, that's how entrepreneurs think. See, entrepreneurs think not what it's going to cost me, what can it make me? Y'all hear me? Like, what can it make me? And if $100 is stopping me from my future, all due respect, I got to make myself a different person. The past is the past. Nobody cares. My future is better than $100. I got $100 worth of junk in here that I could probably sell right in my office right now. I get rid of this couch. Anybody trying to buy a couch? I'd be on Facebook trying to sell my couch for $100. I'm just trying to tell you, that's the mindset of a real entrepreneur. See y'all.
Tonight's BTO in Spanish.
That's right, tonight, 7 p.m. The BTO is going to be in Spanish. Tune in, experienlife.com. It's going to be in Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish, still show up. Let's come support the BTO tonight, 7 p.m. Our first USAX Latino Nation. We're launching our Latino Nation. Show up. Let's go support Latino Nation. Bring a Spanish friend. Let's go. Let's grow.
Buenvenido.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
That was short.
That was a short.